Hello and welcome to the Watering Hole. Thanks for checking out this clip. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that'll make the baby Jesus cry, and I know how much you guys love making the baby Jesus cry. So yeah. Okay, final news story of the night. I think we're going to end on a high note. Democrats dominate 2025 election night. A blue wave sweeps the country as voters reject Trump's influence. Yeah, so this is more than just Mamdani. Although it is Mamdani.
No, it's Mamdani. It's Proposition 50. Like, we had a ton of areas that just... Oh, it's also the Georgia Public Trade Commission.
Yeah, there were a bunch of places that typically would go red that went blue.
Also, Kelsey Bond. Kelsey Bond in Atlanta District 2 got their seat, too. And I've actually seen her speaking at protests I've been to. Like, I'm fucking excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy.
Yeah, no, this is if this is a harbinger of things to come, then it's some really good news. People are fed up with Trumpism. People are fed up with the MAGA movement. And I can only hope for a blue wave in 2026. And I also can only hope that the Democratic Party will actually take the fucking hint and do the shit we've been telling them to do for a decade now, more than that in a lot of cases.
If the Democratic Party does not, then I would assume that, like I said on last night's stream, that this is not a radical shift. This is a pendulum swing. And the worst enemy we possibly can have with a pendulum swing is complacency.
Yep. You need to actually take this and run with it. Don't fucking be... Like, that's the thing. Biden won because he wasn't Trump. That is the only reason he won.
That.
And while he did do a lot of shit that was a lot more progressive than I thought he was going to be, so like I will give him credit for a lot of the shit that he did. Like the infrastructure bill that he managed to get passed was fucking amazing. That Trump is now completely undoing. But like it was so amazing that while it was in effect, Republicans in Congress were taking credit for it, even though they voted against it. So, yeah, Biden was more progressive than we gave him credit for, but he still didn't do enough. He didn't do as much as he could have done. And I think a part of that was because he got in just by not being Trump. So we need more than just not Trump. We need people like Mamdani, who actually has policy things where it's like, hey, we are going to raise taxes on the ultra wealthy by a minuscule amount in order to pay for free transit.
You know what's fucking annoying? So my Facebook feed has been filled with a bunch of conservative crashing out over Mamdani.
That's what most of the tweets are tonight, man.
And one of the consistent things is, and how do they plan to pay for that? I've heard
by
nothing
taxing
about how
people that make over $1 million a year, like 1%.
Yeah. And every single time I see people saying, like, that's the thing with every Democrat. All bluster.
He has answered that question so many goddamn times.
Exactly. It's exhausting. It means nothing anymore.
It's like, how much money have how much money have the billionaires saved? Like, it's like the point that Mamdani made, was that, like, Cuomo has spent more money. No, it wasn't Cuomo. It was someone who's not running. Like, it was some rich guy. I forget who it was. It was like, he has spent more money to tarnish my name in advertising than I would have raised his taxes by. So it's like they are trying so hard to not have to pay their fair share, and it's not even their fair share. It's the bare minimum. But yeah, it was more than just the New York City election. There were a bunch of things like, and then exit polls say that voters were tired of noise, drama, and culture wars. They want stability, leadership, and policies that will actually touch their daily lives. So like, hey, here's the thing. Most people don't give a shit if a trans woman can use the washroom. So making that your platform doesn't fucking matter. Just let trans people pee. Because nobody wants to hear about it. It's just let them be. Leave them be. and actually enact things that are going to be good for people.
Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Most people are far more scared of hypotheticals that they
Mm-hmm.
cannot engage in than they are with things that actually harm them in reality.
Mm-hmm.
These are people who have not had to worry about things in their life. They have never had to touch rock bottom in their life, and instead have lived on a diet of organizing around boogeymen.
Yeah. And I can tell you, as an affirming parent of multiple gender diverse children, I don't I don't push them into it. I don't push the gender nonconformity onto them. I just want to support them. And you know how much stress that causes me, and by extension probably them, when we're like out in public and it's like, okay, I need to use the washroom. Oh fuck, what washroom do they even use? And like the amount of relief I feel when we're somewhere that has a gender neutral bathroom is just like, okay, good. We can just use that one and it doesn't matter. Because like this is not how people should have to live their lives. You shouldn't have to live your life being afraid of using public washrooms because you're gender nonconforming.
Mm-hmm. You don't need to go into the bathroom and have to be worried that somebody's going to do the fucking Fallout New Vegas meme where they slide under the stall and go, pissing all by yourself, handsome?
Yeah, like do you know how many like they're so worried about people assaulting people in bathrooms, but then they will like take out their phones and take pictures of people in the bathroom. And
They'll
be like, see,
actually
this is
do
a
things that,
trans person.
yeah,
Be
they'll
like,
do things that actually make people feel unsafe in the bathroom. Weird and wild.
mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's the worst. And I say this as someone who has experienced not the worst of it, but I have experienced some of that as a parent of gender nonconforming children. So it's like, just let people live their lives. People are tired of you making boogeymen out of these things. And so it's very heartening to see the Democrats win. I hope they don't squander it.
That is my hope as well.
Yeah. This was also like the election for an off year election. It had very high turnout, which is encouraging.
Well, it turns out more. One of the guys, one of the politicians who's running in Ohio, I was on his stream yesterday, and he gave me some numbers that I want to throw at you. They're basically obvious numbers, but believe it was that in Ohio, there are a little over 800,000 registered Democrats in all of Ohio, and there's a little over 1.1 million registered Republicans. But that does not mean Ohio's red, because there's over 5 million unregistered unaffiliated. And in Ohio, you immediately get registered for a party the minute that you vote. So that means not that there's 5 million people who are non-card carrying one side or the other. There's 5 million people who haven't gone out and done the bare minimum of democracy. They haven't gone out and voted at all once in their life.
Yeah. Bravo Needs Bacon for 25 bits says, last night was great. Schumer and Pelosi need to get out of the way and retire. Absolutely. 100% agree. All the old Democrats need to just get the fuck out.
Now, that was another thing we talked about on the stream, was having an upper age limit,
yeah,
for Congress. And I'm like, yeah, sure.
I would love that.
Sounds good to me.
Absolutely. Yeah, the people making our laws should be young enough to actually be affected by the laws that they're making. Because if you're not going, like, if the long-term consequences of the legislation you're passing are not going to take effect until long after you're dead, you shouldn't be making that legislation.